Hello, welcome to today's lesson. In this video, we'll be learning how to use the HTML tags to build our website. You can check out other videos where I discuss on the structure of the HTML and the different text editors we have and which you can use. Practically, any of the text editors can go with the HTML5 document. So let's start off on this. The first tag you're going to be needing will be the doc type declaration. This is how you tell the web browser that you're dealing with HTML5. It passes the information to the web browser, and the web browser recognizes that the web page you're building is typically of HTML5 makeup. The next tag you'll be needing, a very important one, is the HTML tag. Okay, now in this tag, the basic function of the HTML tag is that it wraps every of your work. That is where every of your work will get wrapped in, and it also shows that okay, you are developing something, and those information here is where you can find it. Then you can further divide it into two sections. The first one will be um, the head section. Then we are going to have the body. Okay, so these are primarily the tags you'll be needing when it comes to the HTML document, and without this I don't think you'll be having anything to show for what you're building. Now in the head tag, you're going to be finding something that looks like this, the title tag. So this is the tag, this is where the meta section is, and also in this head section you're going to be finding other metadata information. This metadata information, they provide different types of styling, languages, shows the different kind of JavaScript libraries that are in use, and other form of information. So this is where you can give that information. For now, let's give our document a title. We could just say my first code. Okay, then in our body section, here is where whatever we type shows. Take for example, I could put my name is Ben Dominic. Cool. So let's go to our web browser and let's see what we have there. uh, let's try to refresh the page. Okay, so you can find information there. My name is Ben Dominic. Also, if you can see the title here in the my first code that we have written somewhere here in the title tag, my first code, you're going to find it in this meta section. Then in the body of the website, my name is Ben Dominic. That is the information we've put. But for the sake of this lesson, we are going to be doing something much more involving of other HTML tag. So let's see. I would copy a text and I would paste. So let's work on this. Now it's looking very structured. As you could see, this is a text that shows us the the header, the paragraphs, containing some bullet styling, and yeah, this is what we have. So let's see how it appears on our website. It's going to appear like this. So it will require some formatting, some use of the HTML tag to be able to make more sense, more meaning than all this information being modeled up. So how do we go about that? We'll go back to our test. The first thing we may want to do is let's give that a header. Let's use the h1 tag. Okay, the h1 tag will give us the header. We have 6 levels in our h1 series, so let's see. Okay, this is the h1 tag. This is the highest level in the header series. So let's see what our web structure looks like now. Our website looks like this now. Okay, good, making sense. So what next do we need to do? Let's on your own you could try out the h2, the h3, the h4, the h5 and the h6, which is the smallest. Okay, let's try out the h6 tag and see. H6. In h6 tag we'll say C below info. Then let's go back. You could see, and this is a header. This is the smallest and this is the biggest. Back to our text editor. What do we need? We need to give this a paragraph. When you want to give a paragraph, what you'll be needing is the p tag. The p tag. Okay, it comes like that. Then we'll take this text and we insert it into the place. And what do we have? Notice something when we are making use of the tag. There are two types of tag in HTML. We have the self-closing tag, and you have the opening and the closing tag. So for now we have been using the opening and the closing tag. This is the opening, and this other one with a forward slash shows the closing tag. And when it comes to the time we'll be using the self-closing tag. I would show you, and I'll show you the difference and how we apply that as well. So now we have added a paragraph formatting, and let's go back. We'll see. Yeah, this is what it looks like now. This has been removed from the modeled text that we're having. Going back, we will still need another tag again. And what tag do we need? Let's add another paragraph tag, and in the paragraph tag we would take this and insert in the paragraph tag. Okay, but if you do this, you're still going to be finding the tests are still going to be all modeled up. So what do? Let's check. You see what I'm saying? This is not showing the way it's showing on your editor. You have the paragraph here, then you have the bullets, the information listed as bullets, and they are all following on the same line. So how do you make this happen in a listed or in a bullet format? So we'll go back to our editor. Now when you want to list um, objects or information, or you have a list you want to make use of, it's very important to organize them. And there are two ways. We could make them as bullet styles, and we could make them as number style. But for now, let's add a bullet styling for that. To use a bullet styling, you use this tag, the UL tag. Okay, now in the UL tag you would need to do something. You have to create the LI tag as well. This handles the UL tag shows you that it is an unordered list, which means it's not going to be numbered. Then the list handles each information. So I can go right ahead, copy this, and let's duplicate. Okay, because we have 4 items here, I'm gonna go right ahead, take this and put it here, take this as well, put it here, this, and this. Okay, now that this is done, we don't need this information again. So let's see what our web page we are building looks like now. Okay, you can see we are having something different from the way the web page was structured before. So let's do some further editing or some further styling on this. I would repeat the process. I would open a p tag. The p tag handles a new paragraph, and I would copy this information I have here into my new p tag. You could see the information is so, how do you put it, I may have to scroll in order to find the end of the information and read. So if you're having issues with this, you could just break it here, so it's easier for you to read and you do not need to do a lot of scrolling. Okay, now I think this is more reasonable and readable. So let's use the ordered list this time around, which gives us the numbered styling. Here I would use the OL instead of the UL, and in it I will repeat using the LI again, and we have 4 items there. Okay, so let's duplicate there. We can cut this, we don't need it here any longer. So this introduces us to the difference between the unordered list, the UL, and the okay. Okay, so okay, I think this is enough. Let's take this out, we don't need this. So let's go back and see what we have done. This is looking better, right? Now there are still some other tags which we could use, and let's see in this section